And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now Golden State's starting 5. We've got Butler. LaMelo Ball is out there at P. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Murphy in at center, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, we've got Walker. Bender out there with Doncic. And it's McCain in at shooting guard. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it. Here we go.
So Dallas will get the first possession. And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
And for MP and this team, they love outdoing the rivals. It's been extra sweet for them and their fans. We've seen some barn burners with MP leading the charge. This is a confident team right now. Tonight, another opportunity for what would be a huge win this season.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first.
First personal foul.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, McCain. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Out to the right wing. Off target with his 3. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against Los Angeles. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Murphy with the steal. Here's P. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to McCain. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Burton, lock at 6. There's Walker with the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the 4.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Mavericks making a change here. Strother's checked in. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, P.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Launches a three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he, in the last game against Los Angeles, was a man on a mission. He scored an incredible number of points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Right, he's checked in for the Warriors. Walker dishes to Bender. Here's Strother. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's P. This game an incredible scoring display for him. For 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
Here's Walker. The Warriors making the shot. Just 5 to shoot. Strother, rebound by Butler.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
That's his 2nd foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's P. He's got 24. That one drops for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the foul on P. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight, and he makes the first. Both free throws good from Mann. 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Takes the 3. And after just one quarter of play. A double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Warriors ahead, up 19. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Ward, and it's Strother in at the 2. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
P with the bucket.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Now, oh man. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Sinks the three-pointer. 32 points for P.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
Here's Strother. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's P. It's hauled in by Shumshay.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's P. Following the three-point basket by Dallas. It's good from long range.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Strother. Pass to Ward. Takes it inside. Off target at the rim.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
P with the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Burton. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Pass to Shumshay, 6 to shoot. Man with it. And it's off from three-point range. Here's P. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the Mavericks call time here. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. And you look at P, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Walker surveying the floor. Down low, here's Doncic. Got a hand on it. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Kuminga. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
There's the screen. Walker the pass to Burton. Now here's Doncic. Pass to McCain. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's P. Uses the glass to finish the layup. P's got 42 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And some changes here for the Warriors. Murphy's checked in, and it's Koulibaly in for Jonathan Kuminga. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's McCain. A three-pointer is right on target. McCain's got 7 points in the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
.11 seconds left in the second quarter. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Murphy's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. That one falls.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pop. And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Dallas Mavericks.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. And that about wraps it up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from P in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got P. Butler out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Ball, and it's Murphy in at the pivot spot, manning it. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Here's P. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Burton, the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Warriors, #1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Here's McCain. Off target from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Burton. Back to Doncic. And Walker kicks to Doncic. Goes up with the stripe. Dallas again missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Burton, defended by Butler. And here's Doncic from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Murphy's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's P. Sinks the triple. P's got 59 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Pass to Koulibaly. And that one is hammered home.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Burton. Will it go? It's the three-point bomb. Burton's got 6.
No, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
1:52 left to play here in the third. Back to Doncic. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
.144 left to play in the third. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. P with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They host the Clippers after this game. Man passes to Doncic. Rebounded by Carlson.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Pass to Man. Inside. Bender, no good. Warriors have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it's Wright sending it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Mavericks making a switch here. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Brown wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, Man looking to end the run. And it's Wright sending it back. Here's P. And good! There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
All right, great pace.
Great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass. That's good stuff.
Urging his team quite clearly to keep pushing the break.
And Kevin, Coach Kerr loves the energy right now. He's all about having the pace in his favor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Bender. Trey Mann is out there with Ward. And it's Strother in a 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Mann gets the bucket. And it's the Warriors' ball. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. P. No good from outside. The Mavericks shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Here's Mann. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Carlson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Pass to Strother. Mann with it. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. He gets that one. Mann's got 4 this quarter.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Mark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
2 points. That one goes.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Good. That's another bucket.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here he goes. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Strother. From the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Strother's got 5 points now this quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's P, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Pass to Strother. Mann with it. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Carlson. Carlson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And another. Once again, shot good from P.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for P.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Pass to Shumshay. Dallas moving it around. Here's Bender. Dallas again missing. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Kuminga the pass to Pete. Hands it from downtown.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Right inside. And the dunk by Wright.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Strother, guarded by Wright. And it's Bender, top of the key. Good on the triple.
Bender.
Here's P. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
About game time, pain time. What's up, MP?
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Valentine. Then it's P, and it's Bass in at the shooting guard position.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Here's McDaniels after the made shot from P. And another miss by the East.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Good on the three-point shot.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
West All-Stars off to a quick start here. 7-point differential. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's P. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. P's got 14 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Halliburton for three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And he banks in the layup. 16 points for P.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Peterson. Outside Hood. Halliburton in the corner. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. He has 6.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The East trail by 10. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Wesley's checked in. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Halliburton kicks to Wesley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Offensive rebound, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Robinson's checked in for the East. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Three-pointer. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from P. P's got 19 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
1:30 left in the first quarter. Wesley the pass to Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. Brooks pulls it in. The West leading by 13. P with the bucket.
Boy, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Wesley the pass to Halliburton. Outside Robinson. Hood setting the pick for Halliburton. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 9.
He's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Over to the wing. Latre. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from P. He's got 24.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fires for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Halliburton. West All-Stars with the rebound. Burks has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Halliburton. This one for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Here's P. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the West All-Stars sitting on a 21-point lead. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
Here's Wesley, still without a basket.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
They've got Evan Mobley, and it's Robinson in at the 3. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. And here's Love, following the 3 from P. Here's Mobley. Pass to Wesley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Daniels is checked in for the East. Outside Robinson. Launches it. West All-Stars with the rebound. Here's P. And he lays it straight in. P's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Peterson. Now Wesley. Outside for Robinson. Fires the 3. And it's Wesley missing. And the West All-Stars have possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Peterson. Shoots over Holland. Peterson, that's good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's P. Takes it off the glass. P's got 39.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The shot's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Peterson, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
1:19 left in the first half of basketball. A nice shot by McDaniel.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
He passes to Bass. And the West hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And here is McDaniel. After the three-pointer from P. Goes up. Oh! And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Love outside. They set the pick. Pass to Peterson. Five to shoot. Now, here is Halliburton. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
He with the bucket.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. West All-Stars out in front, opening up a huge gap. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. We've got P. Valentine out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Bass in at the 2. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. The West All-Stars on D. Here's Peterson.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's P. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. P's got 60.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
First team foul.
Halliburton on the wing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And they're moving it up. Trips down the breakaway swing.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Here's Peterson. To the middle.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The East All-Stars shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Both free throws good from Hood. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And good that time. 67 points for P.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And another miss by the East.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Jacks up a 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Halliburton. That's tipped.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Peterson. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Outside for Halliburton. Clock at 4. Run shot, and it's denied. And he gets it back. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Basket counts. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And it's Halliburton missing.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
He with the bucket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Peterson. There's the triple. And the 3-ball is good. 7 points in the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
From past the arc. Rebounded by Hood. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. McDaniels kicks to Halliburton. Now here's McDaniel. Fires from way outside. And another 3 from the East.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
P passes to Burks. Here's P. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost